Good morning. It has been such a long time since I've actually picked up the camera, but today is a new day. It is 4:51 a.m. and I'm going to work. Today I have like a really weird schedule. I'm going to be out for a little, so I thought that I would just, pick up the camera. So I have my cat. She got this green bean toy in her cat lady box in my cat lady box this month. She loves it, so that's really cute. And the dog says good morning. Oh, you're cuddling with the remote. Oh, very cute. So yeah, but I'm running late, so I have to go, unfortunately, but I will catch up with you. I'm off at 8:15 this morning. Just have a really short day because I have a doctor's appointment. It is 8:24, running a little late to leave work on time for my appointment. Yeah, there's something in my eye. Absolutely craziest morning ever at work. We're just so short-staffed right now. We're trying our best, but that's all you can do. But so I am on my way to my appointment right now. I did get a drink, of course. On my way out, it's 2 pumps of chestnut praline, 2 shots of espresso, almond milk, and it is dairy and gluten-free. I guess it's actually vegan and gluten-free as well. This is my favorite holiday drink. I also love a good peppermint mocha. So yeah, right now I'm just like a little overwhelmed. Like this day has already been really crazy, but hopefully things are on the uprise. I love my coworkers. Speaking of the best coworkers literally ever, one of my work besties brought me some gluten-free Oreos. And I was like, I'm so sorry if those were meant for the whole team. Like, I'll replenish them tomorrow, but I am planning on eating this whole entire box today just because I'm like, I need something to look forward to. Mumbling is over. I've got like a 35-minute drive ahead of me and I gotta head to my appointment. Okay, hi. So I am all done with my appointment. This was to see my rheumatologist, and I thought, well, I had a couple minutes, I would just do some explaining kind of about my health and my chronic health problems, because I would kind of like to incorporate those kinds of things into my YouTube channel because they are really significant parts of my life, and seriously, they affect me every single day. And I know I'm not the only one out there, so I kind of wanted to bring some awareness to it and talk about it a little bit really quickly, but feel free to ask any questions that you have, maybe about autoimmune diseases, or just to kind of connect. Like, I would love to build a good community just to have people to talk to about it. Like, it's really hard to understand if you don't go through it yourself or have somebody close to you that's going through it. It is just like it seems made up. Like, I know that it can seem really made up. So anyway, so basically for about 11 or 12 years since I was 11, I've had really bad chronic pain, a lot of health issues. I get sick easier than other people. And when I was 11, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and also bursitis in my hips, which typically I remember them telling me like, only 90-year-old women get this. Like, why are you 11 and have this? Also, I had a really bad traumatic brain injury when I was 12, and that triggered a lot of negative response from my immune system and from a neurological perspective. Also, it made me, I had perfect vision before. I can't read anything or see anything without corrective eyewear. It fractured my nose. It moved my jaw backwards. I had to get braces. And I was out of school for an entire year. And I honestly think that my life would be totally different if that hadn't happened to me. And it's just changed my life in a lot of ways, and I think that really kick-started my autoimmune symptoms. Even though I was having them mildly before, it definitely made it so much worse. Like, I got migraines. I had to go through all this migraine treatment. So that's a whole other story, and if anybody wants more information on that, let me know. I'm happy to dive into that as well, but kind of to focus on my autoimmune disease now. So I have been diagnosed with undifferentiated connective tissue disease. So basically that means that there is an autoimmune disease in sight, they're just not sure which one. So coming out of that could be rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, the one that starts with S. Schwarzenegger, I don't know what it's called.
I'll write it somewhere here. So oftentimes autoimmune diseases can look like their cousins or their brothers or their sisters. Like all the other autoimmune diseases, you often have very similar symptoms, so it is hard to get a diagnosis. In my case, typically one of the first things that they'll do if you present autoimmune disease symptoms is run an antibodies test or an ANA test. So mine did come back positive, and a lot of times they test it more than once because like if you had a cold that day, your ANA could show up positive. So for me, they've tested it a lot of times, and every time it has come back positive over the span of a couple years. So they're pretty sure that it's not just like a fluke. So I often present symptoms of lupus. I don't like have an exact diagnosis that it is lupus or is rheumatoid arthritis, but like those are the two that I've been told that they're kind of looking into. But I will insert some pictures here too. So some of the most common symptoms for me are rashes, which you can see the ones on my face. I get those. It's called a butterfly rash. So I get those. I get really severe joint pain, swelling. I'll insert a picture of my very swollen hands. I get to the point where like I can't open the refrigerator. It hurts too bad I can't type on my phone. I can't drive. I can't go to work. So it really does impair my life in a negative way on a pretty daily basis. Do my flares get so bad every single day where I can't open the fridge? No. Can they get that bad where it happens a couple times a month like that? Yes. It is unexpected. I never really know when it's going to happen. I've found that stress triggers it for me, but that's definitely not the only thing that can trigger it, because sometimes when I'm in my most calm state, I'll have a flare up. So yeah, so that's a little bit of background. So I have been going to my rheumatologist now to monitor my symptoms, regulated on a couple medications just to try and help it. We're at this appointment, we just discussed that I'm at the point where my autoimmune disease has gotten strong enough to where the medicine I'm taking right now isn't maintaining it how it should. So basically, for lack of like better descriptors, like how I see it is my flares are now getting so bad that they're kind of breaking through the medicine. I am getting my third major hip surgery on December 10th. So I've had hip surgery on each hip, basically to repair torn labrums, shave down some bone, and on my right side they did a full release of my psoas tendon. So now I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure what they said is that I will never regain more than 30% or I will always have lost 30% of that muscle. So yeah, I'll never regain what I had of that 30% of muscle because of my psoas release. So basically my hip will never be the same, blah, blah, blah. That's something in itself that I'm just trying to work through. So I do have that to take into consideration, that I am undergoing a major surgery, not that it's causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. Just being out of work for so long, not being able to like travel, not being able to do anything. It's really debilitating for at least 8 weeks, I'd say. So we'll see what goes on. Something that other people go through. It's not talked about very much. Some other symptoms that you could experience, or at least that I experience, like ulcers in my nose and mouth, dry eyes, visible swelling, pain. Joint pain is a big one for me. Like my joints hurt a lot. Extreme fatigue, the rashes. I get them in like other places too. Sometimes I'll get them along my side, my hands, my legs, my knees. Extreme fatigue is real. Like I cannot. Work is hard for me to be up on my feet for so long. To kind of get through that kind of stuff is difficult. Brain fog is a big one, as I forget what brain fog is called. Brain fog is a big one. Headaches. I experience chills. I think that sometimes you can have digestive problems with autoimmune disease. I do have digestive problems, but I've had those like since I was little, so I've always just kind of thought that that was in correlation to whatever was going on. A lot of people have allergies, like food allergies, sensitivities, so I do not eat gluten and dairy, as you can tell from my YouTube channel. I do have celiac disease. A lot of autoimmune diseases kind of go hand in hand as well. I have endometriosis and I also have celiac disease, which are both autoimmune diseases, and those often, from my own research, don't quote me on this, but from my own research, I've read that those two actually go hand in hand with lupus as well. You know, there are a lot of different symptoms, and lupus or any type of autoimmune disease can look different for everybody. Like Joe Schmo might have the same exact disease as I have, but has a totally different realm of symptoms. A lot of times people just say that they feel sick, and it is like an invisible disease. You know, getting out of bed every single morning is truly a difficult task. I know I'm not the only one. Like I said, I'm sorry for this rant. Like, I just wanted to like be more transparent about it, just so that like if anybody was to stumble upon this channel and see like, gluten and dairy, like that's weird, like you can understand why. There is a story, there's a reason. I'm working through it as best as I can, but you know, there is no guarantee that I'll ever be 100%. Gluten and dairy and refined sugar are the three most common things to eliminate because they're all really inflammatory. Like I said, I have celiac disease and also wheat allergy, so I can't even really be around gluten or wheat. The celiac disease, I cannot take part in consuming that. There is a man with a leaf blower watching me. I feel very uncomfortable. He's just like watching. He's like literally blowing leaves around my car. I don't eat dairy because I've been lactose intolerant and dairy free for about 6 or 7 years now. I don't eat that. Refined sugar is a little harder, as you see. I am gonna eat these gluten-free Oreos. So yeah, you know, like you gotta give where you can. So that's the update. I'm gonna go home. I have another appointment at 1 o'clock and it's 10:30. So I'm just kind of gonna enjoy a couple minutes to myself, drive around a little, listen to some music, get in a good headspace, and then I have a virtual appointment at home. So I'll see you when I see you. Okay, hi, I'm back. I was in a cutie little area that had an Aldi. When I like have some time to kill and I buy one, I just run in and then grab a couple things. I haven't tried these before and they're a little flimsy, so I don't have high hopes. Some gluten-free tortillas. My wife loves these fruit strips. She brings them to work. They're like $5 though, which for Aldi is like really expensive, I feel like. Sandwich bags, I just always buy them there because they're so cheap. Gluten-free brownie mix. These are so good. They don't have egg in them, so you could substitute the egg with applesauce probably, and it would be just as good. If you wanted like a full vegan gluten-free brownie. These have gluten in them, so I can't have them, but Kate loves these. I have the Beyond ones, just because they're the ones that are gluten-free, but those are really expensive, so whenever I go to Aldi, she says that those are just fine. And then lastly, Kate really likes this trail mix. I think I showed it in my last grocery haul, the one Aldi and Trader Joe's. So yeah, she really liked this, so I decided to pick up another package. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I am gonna have a snack. It's currently 2:11. I'm gonna just have a snack. I'm like having a hard time deciding if I'm gonna work out or not. Like, I know I need to work out, but I really don't want to. So anyway, I'm just having a little snack. I'm having some of these sea salt and pepper good thins, as well as some cut up of the Violife Epic Cheddar block, or Epic Mature Cheddar block. My favorite cheese by far. I didn't feel like doing dishes, so I have them on this little paper plate to motivate me, because I hate myself if I have a Celsius and then don't actually work out afterwards. I think I'm gonna have a Celsius right now with this. Kiwi guava kind of sounds good, watermelon. Most of them are wild berry, but I really am like feeling the kiwi guava, so I think I'm gonna have that. So yeah, I'm gonna have this as well, and hopefully that will motivate me to work out. And if it doesn't, sometimes you just need a little pep in your step, I guess. It's just been a rough day, to say the least. Like, my second appointment was not fun. So yeah, believe it or not, I am going to the gym, which, you know, I really wasn't confident was gonna happen. I'm not there yet. Basically, also, I know my outfit is hideous, so if we could just leave that aside. Dang, I think there's someone in the gym. Oh, there is. I'm gonna film. Yeah, I am gonna go in there and start my workout. It's a pretty simple one, but I was gonna film just so that you guys could see what I'm doing. I think that that's really interesting when people film in the gym. So I'm gonna bring my camera anyway. A 10-minute elliptical warm up, just to kind of get it all flowing, you know? And then I'm gonna do 4 rounds of all the exercises. And then either gonna do a core circuit, a 1 mile finisher run, or both. Probably just a core today if I'm feeling the way I still am, but you know, maybe a little workout will help me. Hey, maybe they're at the end of their workout. As long as I can just get a clip of each exercise. Okay, my hair is falling out, but there's no one in here right this minute. So there's someone in here. I only did 3 rounds of everything. I think I'm only gonna do 3 rounds and then I'm gonna do the run and the core. I'm gonna start with the run because I'd rather get that in today than the core. So I'm gonna do the run. We'll see how it feels. I'm gonna do the core, hopefully. If it's not awkward, I'll show you guys. If it is awkward, I'm a chicken and I won't show you. But for right now, let's go. I actually ended up doing like some sprints. I did the first quarter mile and then the second quarter mile I just did like a sprint. So then I decided that was enough running. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my core. That's another thing like with all my autoimmune diseases is that sometimes things just don't feel good. Like this could have felt great last week and now it feels horrible, vice versa. As you can see, my hands are getting crazy swollen. That's also an indicator for me that I shouldn't do any more than that. You can also see some rashes starting to form. You can still be fit and also just listen to your body. My body says no a lot and that's okay. I'm gonna do some core. It's 3:56, so some after work people are probably about to come in. In fact, I think I see one right now. This is like stalkerish. Shoot, yeah, someone's coming in here. I'm gonna try and film, I don't know, hold on, okay, bye. Someone's totally coming in, but I'm gonna try and tuck you in my sweatshirt, we'll see. Okay, I'm back from the gym. I made some food. This is some like chicken from Trader Joe's. It's kind of hot, no. Okay, carrots, broccoli, some brown wild rice, whatever. Convenient. It's actually a lot more food than I thought it was gonna be. Dog. I'm gonna put this sauce on top from Trader Joe's. I have had this once. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad, and I want something more than just hot sauce. Okay everybody, so I did just get off FaceTime with my best friend. It is 9:38, way too late because I have to wake up at 4 to go to work tomorrow. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because tomorrow is honestly not gonna be that
vlog worthy. I do also have some older videos that I just never got around to editing. I kind of want to edit this one first just because it's more recent, but I do have older ones, so if you kind of see stuff out of order, that's why. I know that some of that stuff I think is honestly from like June or July and August, I think. So I was doing a lot of filming, then we were on vacation and I got to film a lot when we were on vacation, and then I feel like I filmed a couple other things as well, like some preparing for vacation. So like if that vacation, like the summer vacation in Maine, doesn't seem to line up in January or December when it gets posted, it is just late, but it's coming. And when I am having my hip surgery on December 10th, like right now I'm trying to do a whole bunch of filming so that I can kind of stay keeping up with some posting. You should go check out my Instagram. Today marked the day of losing 30 pounds since I started like my little weight loss thing. Also, that was another thing, like my workouts aren't lining up. Like today's workout, I was probably lifting heavier than some previous workouts that are going to be posted later. So yeah, if that kind of stuff just doesn't seem to line up, that's why. So you guys should check out my Instagram, Life with Linny. You will see that little like reveal of my weight loss and all that kind of stuff, which is fun. I'm still working on it. I'm not really trying to lose a specific number anymore, like now that I've hit my goal. I know that with hip surgery also comes being very sedentary. So I know that that's not all gonna stay off, but my goal is hopefully with my hip surgery upcoming that after my recovery, I will be in a lot less pain. Hopefully that means that I can work out more, I can be more comfortable to be active and not have to limit myself as much. So we'll see. I kind of wanted to give that disclaimer if things don't seem to be lining up. Some more is coming. This YouTube channel is not dead yet, like all my other ones have been. Just got caught into a lot of life the past couple months. So if you're one of my 3 subscribers, thanks for sticking with me. Like I said though, this is really just important for me. I love to look back and see where I was at, what was going on, kind of like form new goals. Yeah, I think it's interesting to look back on your life. Like I think I'll regret it if I don't. Like when I was little, we had home videos going all the time and stuff, and then as we got older, it just kind of phased out. But like I'm still into that. Like I still like to look back on those things and like old pictures and like, I don't know. Sometimes you look at your young self and you're like, wow, young me like would be proud, or young me wouldn't be proud, so like make better decisions. So I will leave that for you to interpret how you interpret it. I'm sorry, this is a lot of talking. I really don't like to do that. So I'm gonna stop talking now. Videos will not be this much talking, but I did want to update you. That's my spiel. I will see you guys when I see you.